6:30 in the morning on a Thursday. I was going to go to the gym yesterday. I did mention that on my video I posted for Tuesday, that I was going to go do legs and core yesterday. But, it's a little annoying. Windshield wipers. But, yesterday I got home after work and, we had to go straight to, my family and I, my mom, my sister, we had to go to T-Mobile because we were getting new phones. So I didn't leave there until about 5 o'clock. I got off work at 3, so we were there for like 2 hours, man. But, I got a new phone. I'm using it right now. You can probably tell a bit of a difference in the quality, hopefully. I know the rear camera on the back it's like 50 megapixels. It's a lot better. I don't know about the front. I totally forgot to look on the specs about the front. But, yeah, man, I got home yesterday. It was like, 5 o'clock. I was done. I was drained. I was tired. I was ready to fall asleep. And, I felt guilty. I was like, man, I should just go to the gym and go hit legs. But I kept thinking to myself, well, my body's also tired and it's telling me don't go. And it's probably a good thing I didn't go, to be honest, because I woke up and my legs, I didn't even work them out, but my legs just feel kind of weird. More or less in my calves, but yeah, I don't know. But we're gonna do some cardio before I go to work this morning. I work at 9. It's 6:37 now, so probably get in about 30-45 minutes of cardio before I gotta go home. But yeah, I'm tired, man. I didn't even sleep that well either, but I had my alarm set. I was gonna go at 5 this morning and just do legs and then go back later and do arms after work, but that 5 a.m. alarm hit me and I just sat there in bed. I was like, fuck it, going back to bed. And then I woke up an hour later at 6 when those alarms went off. 6 o'clock alarm. Man, I was still tired. I was debating, like, do I just go back to bed? But you know what? I felt it wasn't worth it. I kept tossing and turning last night. I did so much. It was not even funny. Like, I don't know if I actually slept or if I just laid in bed with my eyes closed and shut for 6, 7, 8 hours, which, that's bad. That's pretty bad. I woke up and I checked my Fitbit. It wasn't even telling me how much sleep I got. Let's see if it'll tell me now that I've been awake a while. It still says no data yet. So, I wore this thing to bed. I kept it, relatively tight, moves around a little bit. So that thing should have been tracking my sleep, and it does like every night, but I guess for whatever reason, it just didn't last night. So I guess that tells you the quality of sleep I got was not that great. Thankfully, though, I have a quick work day because I have to leave early for a doctor appointment, which is good, I'm awake, but I'm awake because I woke myself up the best way that you can, and that's by chugging a glass of water pretty much as soon as you wake up. You can go to the bathroom, do whatever, but just like within the first 5-10 minutes of waking up, chug a glass of water. For me, well, this isn't even mine, this is my friend's. He left it in the car, but I will chug about maybe a bottle this big, or at least down to about here where this is. Again, this is my friend's. He left it in my car. But yeah, I mean, it's better than coffee. I mean, it wakes you up relatively quickly. It's better for you than coffee. I mean, yeah, coffee has its benefits, but it's not hydrating. It actually dehydrates you because of the caffeine. For those of you who didn't know. But yeah, you drink that as soon as you wake up. It's like, you know, it kind of, it's almost instantaneous. I mean, it takes a couple minutes, but as soon as your body starts waking up a little bit, it just right in there. And you know, it works just as good as coffee too, if you have like trouble with your bowels. I mean, it's all in all, it's just good for you, and it just helps things to get going in the morning. You know, you wake up pretty quickly from it, and I'll drink that, and I won't be that tired. I mean, if I didn't sleep that great, you know, I'm gonna be tired, but I'll be more awake than I would be if I had just drank caffeine as soon as I woke up, which, I mean, you know, I used to do that, but, you know, realizing now that's not really good for you, because you know, you're like going from an unconscious state to, you know, you wake up to a slightly conscious state because you're not fully there yet. You just woke up, and then you chug some caffeine. You're just like, you're skipping like 2 or 3 steps to actually being conscious and fully awake. You're just going from pretty much slightly conscious to all the way conscious, and it's just, that's like too much of a shock for your body, and then you crash really hard, or the caffeine just doesn't work for you. At least it's like that for me. I'm sure it's like that for a lot of people though. So I started trying water in the morning, and you know, that actually works pretty well, so I suggest you try it. Anyhow, I'm at the gym at the moment, so I am going to get off here, go do my cardio, and then I will probably record a little bit longer as I drive home. It's just going to be a quick video today. You know, I don't have a whole lot of time unless I go to the gym later, which I probably will do, as long as I'm not like, you know, drained to all hell, because today's my arm day. Arm day is like my favorite. I mean, you know, I got big arms to prove it. I measured them, and if I measured it correctly from peak to peak on the bicep and the tricep, my arms are, I think, like 17 or 17 and a half inches. I have to double check, because the measuring tape I bought's a little weird, but I have to double check. And if that is the case, I don't know what my arms were like before, but all I know is that they were pretty skinny. And I have a couple of pictures that I could show you. And if I had to guess, they probably weren't that big. 13, 14 inches maybe. If that, could be even like less. I mean, I had skinny arms. I mean, like, I was big. I'm still big, but like, I'm more muscly big and not like fat big, you know. But all right, I'm gonna get off here, go do my cardio. Do your cardio. I know you're not doing it. Do your cardio. Good for you. But all right, you guys take care. Have a wonderful day if I don't see you again, and stay safe. All right, so I did about 25 minutes of cardio or so, just around that general vicinity. I didn't want to, you know, burn myself out for work. Just, I don't want to make my life too difficult. But, you know, I'm going later today anyway, so It's not too bad. I mean, I burn about 125 calories or so, which, you know, I mean, that's better than nothing. It's better than just, you know, having slept up until right about now. It's about 7:30 or so. So, you know, that's better than sleeping. That's an extra 125 calories. You know, I'm not too extra fatigued than I was earlier, so I'd consider that a win. But yeah. So I was thinking to myself, for these videos, I could probably start recording in the gym soon. I gotta figure out some kind of setup for that. Like in terms of my earbuds, you know, the quality. Will it pick up my voice? Because they often do blast their gym music. So, you know, between that and all the people, and then sometimes the classes, it gets pretty intense. You know, it gets pretty loud in there. So it's something I gotta, you know, try and figure out. It's like, will I be able to do it, or am I gonna have to invest in some type of headphone or earbuds that has like a microphone with, you know, good sound quality for music, and just, you know, that could pick up my voice with ease and then kind of like block everything else out. You know, all that I gotta figure out. But hoping within the next couple weeks I could start doing that. I'm just trying to like ease into this, you know. I don't want to like just put my best foot forward and then, you know, I trip because of something I didn't take into consideration, or, you know, whatever it could possibly be. Which, you know, it's all right. You know, I don't want to rush into it, but yeah. So you know, I got to figure that out. But, you know, keep an eye out. Hopefully soon, I will keep you guys updated on that. And you know, if it happens to not work out, then I'll figure something else out, and, you know, we'll see where we can go from there. But yeah, so I mean, that's that. I might see if I can record myself later at the gym, like doing my arms. I mean, they might not have like, I might not be talking in them, just because, like I said, I don't know if my earbuds will let me do that. I don't know how good the quality of sound would be. That is something, like I said, I'll have to figure out, and I will do that soon. But I might record myself later, just like in sets, maybe, you know, not too long, just slowly ease into it, you know, just a few minutes of me working out. Maybe overlay some music or something. Now, you know, we'll figure that part out later, but you know, then I'll get that video uploaded today. That I'll promise you. This one's gonna go up today too. It's, you know, it's just a quick little video, more of an update, I guess. But yeah, quick little video. That's, you know, I'll get the arm video out later tonight, and then tomorrow, Friday. So there's this workout. I'm only gonna do it if I'm not too fatigued, like if my body feels, you know, well off enough to be able to do it. I call it the finisher, and it's kind of essentially like a full body workout. I mean, it might as well be, but you know, all it is I do the three main strength compound movements, I guess they would be called, you know, squat, deadlift, bench, and then I do 2 variations of each one. So, you know, for deadlift, I'll do 2 other back exercises. Bench, I'll do 2 other chest exercises. And squat, I'll do 2 other leg exercises. And then after that, I just do quick core and then forearms. And between all of those, I mean, that is essentially a full body workout. If you think about it, each one of those muscles, or each one of those exercises is working, you know, certain muscles, but it's also working other ones, but it's like indirect. So anyway, it just entirely depends. If I'm like too sore and I don't feel like comfortable enough doing that, then I'm gonna switch it to probably just my old Friday workout, which would just be chest, back, and forearms. I have been trying to throw in some core, like at least a couple times a week. I mean, I have a dedicated day for it, and it's Wednesday, and I do it after legs. But I also try and throw it in there when I can, just because it's like it's one of those muscles that's, I believe, I'm like 99% sure on this. It's, if I remember correctly, it is the fastest recovering muscle in your whole body between, after a set, and also like typically it's not sore. I mean, it'll be sore for, if you're trying something that you're not used to. I mean, obviously. Or if you're just beginning, starting out, working out your core, then yeah, it'll be sore too. But I mean, it's one of those things, it's like, you can work out your core, your normal core day. Typically the next day you won't be sore. So I just try and throw it in there when I can, if I have time for it, which sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And it also depends, like, is my core still sore? Because I haven't done core in so long, man. I'm doing it again, but it's just my body's not used to it. But yeah, I'm gonna cut this video off because I'm about to be home here in a second. But yeah, you guys take care. Have a great day. I'm gonna get this video uploaded as soon as I can. And yeah, I'll see you guys later for arms. Peace out. Okay, so I lied a little bit. I ended up not having enough time to take in my tripod with me and record, unfortunately. I did record myself doing some push downs though, and I'll say I hit a PR on tricep push downs. I just used I think it was a V-bar attachment. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, so I learned today I could do the whole stack of 150 pounds. First time I tried it, I got about 9 reps. With relatively good form too, which was honestly surprising. Then, I rested for a bit, tried it again, 12 reps, same amount of weight. And both times I recorded myself, I'm blown away by that fact that I can now tricep push down 150 pounds for anywhere between 8 to 12 reps. And 12 was my max. Like, I pushed myself. Like, it was difficult, but it wasn't like difficult in the sense where, okay, I'm gonna hurt myself. It was difficult in the sense of, yeah, I can do this weight, but it's got to take a little bit of willpower to let my body just use its force, use its strength as it should. So we'll see what happens next time I work out my triceps, which would be next Tuesday, if I'm right. Yeah, next Tuesday. Unless I go on the weekend, but I probably won't, unless it's like cardio or something. But yeah, and then I think I recorded myself posing a little bit. The previous clips you saw just before this one, it was going to be a completely separate video, and then I was going to do a whole arm day video. But like I said, I ended up not having enough time. I didn't get to the gym till like close to 1:30, and I had to be somewhere at 3, and that in itself was about a 20-minute drive. So I had to leave the gym at like 2:30 to be there on time, and it was raining too. So I had to give myself the extra 10 for I don't know, just to play with a little bit, just to make sure. It was raining really bad. Now it's sunny. As you can see, the sunshine on my face. But yeah, so that was interesting. My triceps, I did the push downs, and then I did skull crushers with an easy bar. I started with 40 pounds, and then I went up to 50, and I did 50 for, I think it was two or three sets or something. And I did close grip too. I didn't do wide grip. So yeah, between that and then the push downs, I did about, I think it was 4 sets. About four working sets for push downs. That's all I did, because like I said, I didn't have time for it. But I probably could have went a little bit longer, but I don't want to overexert my triceps, because that is, that's a new weight for a new amount of reps that my body is definitely not used to. I don't think I've ever tricep pushed down the entire stack. I've chest pressed an entire stack before, but I recently tried, wasn't able to, but that's, I also lost strength because I've been cutting since November. In terms of the cut, I'm not really losing, what is it called? Numbers. The numbers on the scale, it's not really going down. It's kind of been stuck at 230 for a little bit. So I think that's probably about my plateau in terms of that, without actually losing, a decent amount of muscle mass. I lost a few pounds of muscle mass from when I first started the cut to about now, which that was expected. I probably lost a little too much muscle mass too quickly, because I didn't exactly know what I was doing to begin with. Now I do. Now I understand. My maintenance calories is 3,300 a day, or somewhere around there. I think it's between 27 and 3,300 a day, if not maybe a little more. And I was limiting myself to about 1,800 to 2,200 calories a day, give or take. Typically 1,800. So from a jump like that to that was definitely a mistake. But this was also my first time cutting. It's a learning experience. So next time I do go into the cut, I'll know, okay, well, don't drop the calories to 1,800, because for my weight, my height, my body, that was just entirely too much of a difference. Because, between burning calories and your BMR and your maintenance calories, if my maintenance was 3,300 at max, which I think it actually is about 3,300, and I drop down 1,800, see, what is that I can't do quick math in my head. Give me a second to figure that one out. 1,500 calories is what I dropped out of my daily calories. I was in a 1,500 calorie deficit compared to my maintenance. Like I said, my maintenance is 90% sure it's about 3,300 calories, and I had dropped it down to 1,800. So I was consuming 1,800 calories a day, maybe, again, give or take, potentially up to about 2,200. That was 100% my cutoff limit was about 2,200. But I tried to stick to at least 1,800 a day. And then, I went to the gym, so I was still burning calories. So if I burned like a hell of a lot of calories that day, and there was still a decent amount of time left in the day, I'd try and make up for some of that by at least consuming protein, a good amount of protein, and then some carbs to just help the glycogen levels come back into my muscles. But yeah, it was the 1,500 calorie deficit. That is pretty extreme, for sure. So next time I cut, I will know. Don't do that again, because you're not supposed to go into an extreme deficit like that. It's only supposed to be a couple hundred calories to, I don't know, maybe 500 or 600 at most, at least for a healthy calorie deficit. Yeah, I mean, no wonder I lost muscle mass like immediately. Like, I will say, I did notice when I was going from the bulking phase to cutting, like, yeah, in that those first couple of weeks, I mean, yeah, I was losing fat, but eventually the calorie difference, that deficit, it did catch up with me. And I realized that because I did notice for a short while I was getting smaller and my strength had plummeted. Like, I went from benching 225 and to being able to do 135 and struggling with that. Even now I'm still kind of struggling. But I mean, we're gonna start bulking soon. I don't know quite when. I would like to see if I can get leaner, because I am curious as to know what my genetics are for my core, my abs, because you got the 4-pack, the 6-pack, and then the rare 8-pack, and then some people have like different, like, just weird kind of, not really weird, just like rarer ab genetics where it's like an uneven amount of numbers, like 7 or 5, or like doesn't Dwayne The Rock Johnson have like a 5.5 pack or 6.5 pack or something like that, where he has like half of an ab? I mean, you got those too, but and then you got the other people who is like, no matter how much they work out their core, it's like their abs don't really show that much. And, I mean, there's so many different variations. I am curious as to what my abs would look like, so I am curious, but I mean, I also don't want to cut for too long. Just, yeah, I feel like that's probably not very good for you to cut for multiple months or years even. I mean, I would never cut for years, but see, how many months am I going on now? See, it's April 4th. I started November 1st of last year. So that's November, December, January, February, March, April. So I'm like 6 months into the cut. That's crazy. Yeah. No wonder I kind of started plateauing. Then again, I also was doing a deficit that I should not have been doing. I didn't really know what I was doing. Now I kind of understand a little bit better for next time. So, I mean, I'm pretty happy. I did lose, I went from 257 to roughly, I mean, today I weighed in at about 229, 230-ish. So that's like almost 30 pounds. That's 27 pounds, 28 pounds, something like that. Yeah, a couple pounds of that total weight that I lost was from muscle mass. But the rest of that was from fat, which, yeah, I am 100% happy with. I mean, the pants I wore 3 months ago don't fit. Like, I could put them on and I can wear them, but I gotta get a belt and, put that on tight. Because without the belt, they literally fall off. They just go from my waist to my ankles. Like, they literally don't hold themselves up anymore, which is crazy. I dropped down like 2 sizes. I went from 38 to I think a 34, which is that's impressive. I am happy for sure. I mean, this is also my first time cutting and actually kind of, for the most part, sticking with it. So, I won't take it as too much of a loss. So, eventually. It's, I'm only not even a year in. It's, what is it? It's April 4th. So, I got, what is that, like 7 days, I think, 7 or 8 days till I've been working out in the gym for a year. So, this is only my first year, not even, that I've been working out. I still have a lot more to learn and a lot more things to do, more stuff to discover and learn about my body. I have more gains waiting on the table. Just gotta, literally a matter of just waiting and being consistent and putting in the hard work and grinding every day, getting your macros in, doing the cardio too. The cardio is good, even on a bulk. It's, less of it. Probably not as much cardio as you would do on a cut, but you still got to do your cardio because that's good for your heart. It's good. It's not just good for your heart. It's good for everything. Cardio improves your mood. It's obviously it's good for your heart. It gets rid of, lowers your cholesterol. It helps your blood pressure, I believe. It improves your mood, improves your sleep. Overall, you just feel better. It's good for you. Just don't skip cardio. I used to do that. That's literally like, I'd say for like the first several months of working out, I probably only ever touched any of the cardio machines a handful of times. I did do it sometimes, but like I said, I didn't like doing it. And, I still don't like doing it, but I do it anyway. I do it anyway because I know I have to. If I don't, then, I'm not only one, losing gains, and two, cardio, like I said, cardio is so beneficial for you. It's like I'm losing so much from not doing it. So, I know now, I don't like doing it, but you got to do it anyway. You got to do what you got to do. And if you want to see good results, you want to see some badass results, you got to do your cardio. It's important. A lot of people don't realize it, and a lot of people don't think that it is that important, but it truly is. If you have asthma, like me, I have asthma. It used to be pretty bad, like to the point going up a flight of stairs was sometimes like, not like that, but I was wheezing from going up a flight of stairs. And now I can jog and I can run and I can go on the Stairmaster and I can do all these things I used to never be able to do. And on top of all that, my asthma is like, I don't get like winded as easy. I don't get as fatigued, and breathing all in all is easier for me. I know I probably don't have the healthiest of lungs, but they're a hell of a lot healthier because of me doing cardio and then me working out. Between those two, getting your blood flowing, lowering your cholesterol. Mine used to be in the 300s, which if you don't know, that's not good. My bad cholesterol was well above into the 300s, maybe 330s, I think, somewhere around there. But I could have had a heart attack at any moment. And now it's pretty much normal. Last time I got my blood tested for my cholesterol was a few months ago, and you know, it's been a few months. That was a few months ago. Now it's probably even lower if I had to guess. You know, between taking my supplements, the cardio, working out at the gym, I probably have normal cholesterol, and I don't doubt that. I don't doubt what. I don't know. I lost track of my thought. But, you know, anyway, cardio is good for you. Do your cardio. Yeah. Today's video is kind of all over the place. I might include my posing, and I'll probably put that in this video. Is at the end I'll put in my push down movements of my PR for the 150s, and then I think I did record myself posing, so I'll probably put that in the video too, and then upload this. So this video is gonna be probably like 40-50 minutes. I doubt anyone's gonna wanna like watch almost an hour-long video of just some guy talking to himself in his car. But hey, you know, I have fun doing it. It's, you know, that's all that matters. I have fun doing it. It makes me happy. So yeah, you know, but yeah, we'll see what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow's my chest and back day. Some forearms too. But I mean, unless my whole body feels good, like I could do a full body workout, then I'll end up doing a full body workout probably. Otherwise, I'm just gonna hit chest, back, and forearms and then call it a week. Maybe some core too, and cardio. Seems like a lot, but honestly, when you get down and dirty with it, it's really not a lot. I mean, honestly, it's you know, you only got a few exercises per muscle group. So, you know, chest, I mean, that's pretty easy. It's a matter of pushing movements or like fly movements. So, I mean, for like that, you only need a good 3 exercises, maybe good 3 or 4. If 4 is kind of pushing it. Especially now that I realize, I mean, 4 is definitely pushing it. I used to do too much volume, like way too much, between beginning and then also recently. And then I cut back on the volume, and I feel a lot better. Like I'm doing less volume, but I'm doing more intense workouts. Like, you know, I'm doing bench press, but I'm doing bench press until almost failure because I'm by myself. So I do like about 135, 150, somewhere around there, just until I get my strength back up. And I'll do that close to failure, rack it, and I'll go do fly movements till failure, and then, you know, get done with that. And you know, just kind of like whatever. I honestly, I forget what I do for chest. It's kind of like, it depends on the day, really. Back, you know, you just got your upper back. That you just do rows for. Lats, you know, lat pull downs, maybe some kind of rowing movement. And then, you know, your lower back, your erector spinae, I believe it's pronounced or called. Deadlifts, RDLs, that good stuff, back extensions. So, you know. But I'm gonna call this video done, because it's pushing into about 45 minutes if I had to guess. So yeah, we'll see what tomorrow brings. But yeah, you guys take care. Have a wonderful rest of your evening or morning or day, or whatever time you happen to be watching the video. You could be watching it at 3 a.m. So, you know, I don't know why you'd be up at 3 in the morning. You should probably get some rest. You know, rest is important for gains. But anyway, take care. See you guys when I see you. Peace out.